My name is Geoff Davies and I'm a crawfish diver from the 60s. Diving at Cornwall is very interesting because the water is always very clear here and there's also quite a lot of wildlife. I can remember one day when I dropped down from the surface and below me was this great big basking shark. I couldn't see one end to the other end, it seemed enormous. Another day we saw some killer whales. I've seen several other sharks as well. There's a lot of fish on the bottom, of course, a lot of fish. But we're really interested in that. What was interesting was finding the crayfish. Where would a crayfish hide? And as soon as we found a bit without any, I'd swim a bit more to find an area where there would be one. And when I found one, I'd go have a good search around to see if I could find any more. That's all I would be thinking about really was that, because that's where the money was as far as we were concerned. The diving attracted quite a few. There was about 21 of us, 22 altogether, regular divers. Unfortunately, about 7 of them died because of the diving, either lost, didn't come up, or various other things. So it was quite a dangerous occupation. We had one lad who came and joined us, John he was called. He used to work at Bristol on the Concorde, which was being built at the time, and decided to come down to Cornwall and go diving for crayfish. He had brought all his gear with him, and he had these bottles that were very small, very narrow, and which we didn't like. Anyway, he dived on the side, and we never came up. He never came up. We finally found him Heartland Point, which is 30-40 miles away, and he was then identified by the wetsuit he was wearing, because that was all that was left of him. So that was very sad, that was. And we had no qualifications whatsoever, nothing at all. At that time there was no tables, no rules. We just did what we thought was right, and most of the time it was wrong. You always think it would happen to you, don't you? Yeah, it's quite good meeting up on a Friday at lunchtime in Newlyn. There's about 5 or 6 of us get together usually, because all the rest have disappeared or gone off different places. And because we're getting old, we've all lost our memory, so we can repeat the stories over and over again, and every time it seems like a new story, which is great. And we're good mates, we're good friends, and that's about all you can say really. It's great. The life lessons it would teach you would be to go for it and do things and don't hang around. Just get on and do it. It's important, you know. Life is too short, really. So you've got to get on. Very important.